Sup? I gotta be honest, my computer is going through some stuff today, bro. And on top of it all, I can't get oh nope, the Twitch chat just connected. It wasn't connecting for the longest. I am streaming at a weird time. We won't talk about why, because this is supposed to be a PG channel. But yeah, yeah, good seeing you too. All right, so sup? Odd time of day. Oh, and now the Twitch stream is gone. Sup, Flip? Why are you awake? Yeah, now the Twitch stream is gone, is back. There's a bunch of weird stuff going on. I think, and I've been saying it for a while, I need to properly clean my computer. But I've been removing stuff for storage and everything. BlueStacks is acting up in fool right now. I don't know. It's a lot going on. So what we're gonna do today is and I'm just saying this outright, and I'll say it a couple more times, like throughout. I'm gonna spend about an hour on DC Worlds Collide, and then I'm gonna go into Chaos Zero Nightmare Insomniac. Clearly, dog, we need to get you some sleep. But I'll play some Chaos Zero Nightmare. I wanted to go ahead and finish the prologue, but I keep talking that ish like I'm going to do it, and I have not done it yet. So let's just force myself into doing it. So I'll do this for about an hour. Then I'll do some Chaos Zero Nightmare for about an hour. And we see how it goes. I just downloaded it, installed it. Hopefully it comes through okay. And I'm like halfway through. I think I wanted to start it all over. Because truth be told, I haven't looked at it in a while. And it was fun, but I just have not taken the time to look at it. So I'm saying all this to say, we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. As far as DC Worlds Collide goes, I'm liking Cal Rayner. Is the love there? I don't know. He does a lot of good stuff. I find that maybe I'm trying to force him into areas where he probably should not be, at least at the level where he's at right now, seeing as how he's only rank 8. I have given him where you at? I have given him like these pieces that I took from other characters. That's cool. I do have this artifact which supplies armor piercing, which is honestly geared towards me using him as a damage dealer as opposed to any kind of off tank. He does off tank well, not fantastic, but good. He is a good off tank. I would say, depending on the situation, slightly better, slightly worse than DCU. I'm going to go ahead and rank this up because it will give me 4,500 more armor piercing. So yeah, we'll do that. Cool. And then here, the tier up stuff. I have not done this for any of the like rares. Sup, Spike? Everybody's up. I'm expecting. Okay, so I was like, there's a reason I'm streaming at this moment, and I was like, now's the stupid time to stream because the folks who usually watch me are probably asleep. I was wrong. I guess the reason you guys watch me in the first place is just a touch of the insomnia, just a touch, just a dab. But yeah. Now, part of me wanting to use him as an off tank makes me think that I should add the substats for these two pieces, just because they'll give me a little bit more defense and help me thicken him up just a bit for that. Where's my armor piercing at for this guy anyway? Relative 300. Oh, and then we do this, which will give him an extra 4,500 to start a battle. Okay, cool. Let's see how much gold I have, and then we'll decide whether or not I'm going to go ahead and rank up those armor pieces, those gear pieces, I should say. I don't think it's going to take a lot of gold to gear them up. We're at 1.9 million gold. It shouldn't be a problem. We'll do that now real quick, just cause. Strengthen 10. That's taking half a mil. Okay. It's on a tier 3 piece. I'm okay with it. It's giving me 800 more defense. And if I am running him as an off tank, it does need to happen. All right, so we'll take that, and that'll be the last of the gear I do for the day. Cool. Next. There was something else that I was looking at, and I do not remember. Oh, it was Evil Falls. So I do, and I wanted to do Elseworld real quick. I have Ultraman in my Evil Falls right now. 26. I've already beaten him once. farming this when you can get through multiple levels at one time gives you so much stuff. It is almost noon for me, so middle of the day. Yeah, me too. It's 11, so that means you're slightly ahead of me. You're slightly ahead of me. But I thought most people that watched were from the U.S., and so I was like, eh. But if I got some of my European brothers and sisters and non-binary siblings rocking with me, for real, let's go. For real, just let's go. So anyway, let us try to mess around and fix this with Ultraman. However, I'll ask you guys this. I'm at 54:15 right now. Is it more, and I'm going to run this a couple times, is it more interesting for me to try to figure out how to get past 54:15 or how to get past this level of Evil Falls? Let me know which one you guys find more interesting, and I'll just do that for the next 45 minutes before I go to Chaos Zero Nightmare. I feel like I need a jacket. It's kind of cold in here. We ate sometime. We are the same time zone. It's 11:19. No, it's 10:19 for me. It's 10:19 for me. So yeah, we are one time zone apart. I'm in Switzerland, so you are not there. Let's just say that. You're a little bit more to the east. All right, so Turkey? Nah. Is Greece? Greece on that side, right? I'm bad at geography. Americans are bad at geography. I've been to Greece and Crete a few times. Judging, are you a little bit more this way? Not this way on the map. This way on the map, right? Anyway, actually, the way I'm looking at it now when I show you, I meant this way. I'm looking at the camera angle now. I meant you're over here. I'm here. And then we got our Portugals, our Spains, and the UK on this side. So you over here on this side. All right. Anyway, sorry. Bulgaria. Awesome. I had a friend. Well, friend is a tough term, but she was a friend of my ex-wife. She was cool as hell from Bulgaria. And she taught us this, or taught my ex-wife how to make this stew out of like carrots and potatoes. And I can't remember what else was in it. That thing was bomb as hell. It was so good. I haven't had it since. I haven't had that thing in like 15 years. It was so good. I have no idea what it was called. Her friend taught her how to make it. It was so good. I think you pureed the carrots and then there were potatoes in it. I'm trying to remember the whole thing. It was so good, man. That was so good. Especially on like cold winter days. Pff, forget it. That was one thing. I guess, like I said, the woman I'm dating now, we were talking about in terms of me not liking to travel. I don't want to travel. And then whenever we would talk about traveling, my reference is always to food because I love to eat. And the thing I'm going to find like the best about any place I go to is I'm checking for your food. I'm checking for your food. I need to know what you guys are working with. So anyway, food is always gonna give my heart to a nation. Like I already know. You guys have heard this before. Best orange juice I've ever had was in Crete. Some of the best meats you'll ever have, like grilled meats and stuff, came from Greece. Some of the best just overall in general food, Italy. France, overrated. They just use a lot of butter. Yeah, Switzerland, ain't nobody going to Swiss restaurants. Ain't nobody going to Swiss restaurants. They're good, but it's not anything like. You can have rosti and spiegelei, which is essentially in English hash browns and like with sunny side eggs up on top. That's good, but they even do that better in Austria because they put like steak tips inside of the hash browns. But they don't cook for real too, not Austria either. Germany, you can get some good Turkish food in Germany. Oh, food in Turkey. I was talking to some dudes I played ball with, pickup. They're from Turkey. They just moved here, like for their students. And I was like, I'm not going to say anything about y'all food for real, but the desserts, the baklava, the Turkish delights, having like a strong coffee with that, bruh, so good. Sub DC fan, so good. I will talk about food all day. Hell, I just got done cooking. I will talk about food all damn day. Okay, so I was trying to use Kyle Rayner here, and he did actually help me get up to level 24. I don't know what stuck with me in Ultraman here. I don't want to put Damien in, albeit Damien's team synergy with the whole 3 turns, allies deal 18% more damage to the back row. One, why is that only 3 turns? Why can't that be like forever? Two, this would help with like poison ivy and oh wait, no. Support character. I thought oh. So then never mind. I thought it was only for like characters that attack the back row, but I could have put poison ivy and Cheshire in there. However, the main problem is I do not want to run steak, butter, hash brown. I'm telling bruh. They what they did was, and I can't the way I judge the food is, and let's just try to do some DC roast class stuff while I talk about food, is I'm not judging by whatever best restaurant you have there or whatever restaurant you have that's designed for tourists. This thing I had was in some like busted is not the right term. They converted what was our home into a restaurant, but this was in Austria. Buddy came out with I ordered the Rosti mit Spiegeleier, which is like hash browns with sunny side eggs up on top. And that's a very, very like Swiss dish ish kind of thing. Like Rosti is just hash browns. So like, and then the Swiss will put like Swiss love their ham. They love pork. Like you cannot be Muslim in this country. I'm not Muslim, and if you are, more power to you. But man, they love it too much. And it's not even like bacon all the time. It's ham. And then they cook their bacon like they don't cook it. So it's like soggy. I hate soggy bacon. Anyway, so I'm in Austria and I ordered this with the expectation that it's going to be Swiss style, not realizing I'm in Austria. And they had this marinated steak that they cooked into the hash browns and then they put the eggs on top. So I didn't even know the steak was in there. I about fell in love. It was amazing. So good. AoE damage dealers is what I need from here. I feel like maybe I should put better gear on Green Arrow and that would help get through this. Where's Green Arrow? I'm doing this so slow. Here. But no, that was good. Memorable because that was about 15, 14 years ago when I had that. Delicious. All right, let's see. So this is just regular old attack. This is regular old attack. I mean, I guess I'm doing the best I can with what I got. I could change this to crit so that he has increased crit rate. What is his crit rate at now? It's at 26%. You know what? Let's try to change this to crit on Green Arrow because it'd be good for him anyway. And I do have a crit piece floating around if I remember correctly. I do have a crit piece floating around. Where are you at, Mr. Arrow? There he is. How far am I from ranking him up? I couldn't do it now anyway. 30. Boop. Okay. So gear. Here. Replace. Crits. So that ain't. Yeah, this just got attack on it. And then this has crit. Yeah, why Harley Quinn has this, I do not know. I did put, okay, that's attack and attack. I thought I had more crit pieces than this. Or is it because these are leveled up? Yeah, HP, which is giving you, yeah, see that 7% crit will push down the actual crit pieces. Yeah, the actual crit pieces because their crit is technically higher on that substat when once it's unlocked. So here's one crit piece that I could put on him. If I level it up, that'll give me 10% more crit. Oh, I did just level up some gear, but it doesn't matter that much. Are there any other crit pieces that I could move? Stop that. There's Harley Quinn, but I don't really want to give up that attack, but I could and it would be okay. This crit piece, I could take off Deathstroke just as an experiment to see how well it would go. Keep crit sets. And then just break the attack set to put this crit on there, which seems kind of ridiculous. Okay, we'll rock with the Deathstroke. I will come back and fix Deathstroke later. And then we can put a attack piece here. Just to even things out. Keep things complete. It would be smarter if I did this. And then there's an attack piece right there for you. Same level. Okay, so replace. Let's go back and see if this increased crit rate, which now, where is it at? 37%. Better. The stew is called. Okay, cool. Thank you. G. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I'm not going to mess up somebody else's culture and language at the same time. I just know that's what's going to be cooked. As soon as I find that recipe, that's going to be cooked. It was delicious. All right, so let's go back and try to fight him. See if this helps. Also, probably... See, I had him in the front trying to hit on Ultraman, but maybe Green Arrow in the front would do better. Or closer to the front, I should say. Absolutely zero. It did nothing. Fantastic. Let's see where his damage was. We're getting worked. He gets knocked out quick. They all die pretty fast, and she's doing 10 million. He's doing so. I may need to watch what happens here, actually. Because it may not be the damage of the crit. Maybe I need more support to keep them alive. All right, so let's go ahead and fix our problems with Green Arrow. Or fix what we did. Go back. Where's Deathstroke, sir? Deathstroke, where you at? There he is. I see you. All right, replace. And then we'll put this crit piece back on you. So I may need to actually watch the battle to see what happens. Why it goes that route. I'll watch it once, and then I'm going to go to main story. Let's see what problem we have here. Okay. So I would like this to be the case, but I don't think that's the smartest idea. He may need to, I'm trying to put him in there, but he may need to be replaced by an AoE damage dealer. I just don't know who. Maybe Hal? I do have Hal. Now we do want to damage those kryptonite things in the back, which is fine, so he doesn't go Scarface mode and starts sniffing a bunch of kryptonite. It looks like, though, with Wonder Woman's, love that, with Wonder Woman's, we're not doing damage on them. He's going to do a big old snort of his green blow and murder us. Because we're really not taking out any of them. Like, not one. So the damage, the issue here is actually damage. I could use Kyle to keep going at him, I guess. But by the time we get done, like, on our turn, he's going to do that, yeah. And then this is where everybody dies, I assume. Isn't that fun? Yep, at least Green Arrow and Wonder Woman. Damn, okay. What's up, Isha? Isa Yasin. How you doing? I'm trying to... This isn't going to go. I need to be able to do more damage to those back row thingy-mabobbers in the back, the kryptonite things. I'm tempted to replace him with Poison Ivy. Where you at, Poison? Then move her up to where she's going right before him. I'm gonna leave in Zatanna for now, but I could not. He's really, really good. Kyle is really, 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 really good. Yeah, exactly. Hal, I only have rank 7. I don't think Hal's gonna do anything versus a rank 10 Poison Ivy, but I'll do both. It don't hurt. Pain don't hurt. We'll try both. I'm up for that to be the situation. Yeah, Kyle is very, 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 very good. I like him a lot. He is probably the best single target damage dealer in the game. I'm only saying probably because I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm missing something. You would put him. He put him A tier. See, I was saying that maybe he's better than Aquaman, depending on what you want to do. Now, I think Aquaman is better. Don't get that twisted. Don't get that wrong. But then what you? But then, given what Wonder Woman does, and given what let's try how. Then, given what who else? Sorry, Aquaman does. Like for their roles, Wonder Woman's a better damage dealer. Obviously, she's still the best damage dealer in terms of AoE attacks. Let's put you here. But see, Hal doesn't get any kind of boost from this because he's theoretically not an AoE damage dealer, right? Or is he still count as that? Yeah, they don't count him as AoE damage dealer, so there's no boost. So I still have to keep Superman in there. Single target wise, Kyle might be king there. Support and tanking. Who's it? Let's go ahead and fight this. Aquaman is it. No, Cheshire's amazing, but she's not going to compare to. Depending on the gear set, she's not going to compare to Kyle just because he also has a lot of stuff. Well, she does put up that invulnerable thing on her advanced attack. Okay, let's see what Hal Jordan does. I don't think it's going to be that much, but hopefully I'm wrong. And nope, back row still there. Even with frantic and additional critting. All right, so who can I get to? Come on, Green Arrow. Did Green Arrow do more damage than Hal Jordan? Well, he is higher rank. If I put my Batman gear on Kyle, I would say yes. I don't. Wow, they died even faster. What? I feel like my Batman hits like a monster because he's also badge 30. He has all of my best gear. He has the Chaos Crystal. He has like bang, bang, bang. But who is better, Cheshire or Kyle? We can try that. It's going to be unfair though because my Cheshire's rank 8 and he's rank 8. It should be Kyle because he's a legendary. But it's also and this is the other fun part about Cheshire too. I was going to say it's also the survivability of Kyle Rayner. Cheshire has better survivability than you would initially think just because of that Shadow Shroud. But Kyle's is better. His damage should be higher. Let's go to them real quick. I need another AoE damage dealer to take out those crystals in the back, and I can't think of anybody that would do it. Single target. She leaves poisons, he does not. Which means she's going to get more damage over time. I would think Kyle does. However, who would I rather play with is Cheshire. But that's because of the poisons thing in her whole team. Kyle truly does not have anybody. He doesn't even fit with the lanterns. Because was Wonder Woman for Mr. T, so the superpower boost? Nope. Because the superpower boost would be negated in Evil Falls because you get an extra synergy boost from having Green Arrow. If that were the case, in fact, let's double check that whole thing. We're going to go to Cheshire and Kyle first. So Kyle's base stats in terms of attack. 86,473, which should be a good bit higher than Cheshire. If it's not, then there's a problem for you right there at the beginning. Excuse me. Yo, her base attack is 110? I don't think DCU's even close to being the better character, though. Her base attack is 110. His is 83. Wait, okay, hold up. I gotta get a screenshot of this so I don't just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Hold on one sec, guys. I'm sorry. Let me just get this real quick so I know what I'm looking at. What on earth? How is she? Okay, having a little bit more attack. Okay, sure. How does she have like 25% more attack than Buddy? She is an epic. Is this old stat days? Was he like supposed to come out before? 86,000. 110,000. Oh no, she gets much respect. But I falsely assumed that a legendary would be a legendary damage dealer. Now we're not talking about a tank or something. Would be stronger. However, what I'm looking at is that Kyle is 86,000 and she's 110. So we're not saying like she's 90 and he's 86. She is 110. They have the same base speed. She has higher base defense. He has higher base HP. Um, Sorry, I'm confused. I'm confused. I could Okay. In terms of damage dealers, and this is a thing, I'll be hard on this, but this is me and my style of play. A damage dealer to me is gonna be, I know I said Wonder Woman's the best in the game, and she is, but I'm always gonna give more credence towards support or tanks or characters that do support. So for example, Aquaman is gonna be very hard to knock off the best character in the game for me because he literally protects everyone, heals everyone, gives everybody immunity, and. So when Aquaman came out, he bumped off Wonder Woman, and that was very easy for me to decide because damage does not matter as much to me. A lot of people like to see big numbers and people get wiped out. However, at the end of the day, the amount of times I've had damage dealers who were like really good damage dealers, but they couldn't do anything because they were murdered before you got to round 2 or 3. And this is all games, not just this one. It was like, okay, but if I had Aquaman to be in there to protect them so they can do their damage, who's better? Does their badge at the same level? Oh, good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. His badge is at 14. I think his badge might be higher. Yeah, his badge is higher. His badge is higher than hers. Albeit, I think with the base stuff, I think the base is before badge bonuses are applied. And then afterwards, well, you won't see it here. Like defense bonus is 12%, right? And I'm looking at Chester's right now, and you'll see like defense bonus 33% on her info. I can show you that right now, right? It'll say this, but I don't have defense bonus anywhere else here. Her defense bonus is coming from what I assume is like having the this part of the badge tier 1 go through and give us defense bonuses and stuff like that. See, that's where I think it's coming from, and then that's what adds to it later when you're doing these calculations. So you have the base of what that character is, I think, and then you do the, well, let me get, instead of me saying I think, let me go to a character that is not in my level link. And okay, Vigilante, sure. His base defense is 105. Ain't no way in the hell. Oh, but I haven't done anything to his badge, right? So that makes sense. Base attack is 570. I haven't done nothing to his badge, though. Okay. No wonder I think he can't attack. The badge does matter, apparently. Let's see. Do I have somebody else who has a badge unlocked a little bit? Yeah, here we go. Superboy. Superboy. That works. He's at badge 10, so same as Cheshire. His base defense is 42? Oh, wait, because I haven't leveled them. Of course not. Of course not. I took them out of level link. I need somebody else to do this experiment on. Sorry, guys. My brain is scrambled. Let's go somebody lower level. Okay. These two are damage dealers. Let's just stick with this dude. Base defense 20,000 less. And then his base attack is 96,000. So still higher than Kyle Rayner's. Y'all can understand why I'm confused, right? I'm not crazy. Right? I'm not. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm tripping. Oh, by the way, what's up, Runes? Tell me I'm tripping. This was the same thing, or not the same. Something very similar happened to DCU in the very beginning, where everybody found out that the base stats for DCU were less than every epic in the game, with the exception of two. I'm not about to go through every epic in the game with all their base stats and stuff. I'm sure there's a chart somewhere out there, a Google spreadsheet, whatever you want, to figure that stuff out. I'm having a very difficult time with the idea that the base stats out the box are so different. And they're all level 302, so I can't chalk that up to anything. Wow. So then the next question is, and not fair, because I do want to build Kyle Rayner up, because he also tanks really hard. He's a very good off tank. Damn. Did I read that correct? It's so, I feel like, tell me I'm crazy, right? I'm reading this stuff correct. They're both rank 8. I feel like I'm losing my mind. But when I was using him before, and thanks Runes, I hate to I hope you guys get, I'm not trying to just disparage or toss back at you guys. I'm saying this is more as a conversation than me saying you're wrong. This is a conversation. I liked him a lot. You guys saw when I was first using him, or those of you that were there. And that's why I put out the video, is he a new king? Because he was doing the damn thing in terms of tanking himself. Maybe that's what I was focused on. Because I do, like I said, I put support ahead of damage dealers. Because the damage dealer can't do a damn thing if they're dead. He was tanking himself, keeping himself alive, and hitting, but doing really good in the off tank solo, not needing the extra boost. But even with the extra boost, good. But by himself, off tank, he's good because he heals himself a lot based on those crits. Damn, that base attack and if he was a support or a tank, that wouldn't be an issue. Let me go to the base stats for Aquaman. Well, Aquaman's rank 10. Deathstroke. Base attack is 93,000. I should have taken a screenshot of Kyle. This is okay. But you say others say he's underperforming. Maybe I've got him performing too well. Maybe my expectations are elevated because of how much attack I put on him. And it's one of those if you put all this attack on Deathstroke, he'd be murdering people too. 191 on his attack so far there at rank 8. He's 186. But he's 186 with these two attack bonus pieces. Deathstroke, I think, has a crit and an attack piece. Yeah, crit and then one attack piece. So if I put this attack piece from Kyle onto Deathstroke, he'd be a monster. Okay. So part of me thinks that I should redo, just for my own sanity. Nope, I can't put crit on Kyle because he doesn't do any AoE damage. I'm only putting crit on Deathstroke because he does multi-target. He does a single burst damage. He'll hit a target 3 times. So increases the chance of critting. Man, this messed me up. All right, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a coffee. Sorry for speaking so fast. My bad. I'm going to make myself a coffee. I'm going to come back and I'm going to figure out what the hell I'm going to do with the rest of this. Because maybe I should have been checking base stats all along. What is her base stats? What are her base stats? 87,000. That's in line with the support, right? Rank 10 support. That's in line with the support. I feel like a support rank 10 epic should not have more attack than a rank 8 legendary. Or am I bugging? I'm waiting for somebody to be like, yeah, you crazy. Yeah, 87,000. I'm waiting for somebody to be like, yeah, you crazy. You're not adding in this or that or whatever. Because the attack bonus down here is 86%. I'm giving him 86% extra attack. If I took 86, which it wouldn't be a 1-to-1 comparison, but if I took 86% attack and put that on somebody else, oh my God. All right, I'm going to make a coffee. I'm going to get my coat because I'm a little bit cold. Let me put you guys in War World for a little bit. That is insane to me. That is insane to me. As my grandma would say. Miss you, grandmama. Rest in peace. All right, so I'll be right back. Unbelievable. Perfect timing for real. Damn. Okay, so previously on Dragon Ball Z, we were discovering that Kyle Rayner might be a fraud. Even though I feel like he's performed very well for me, but I'm wondering now if, I mean, the damage was good, but I think I was more impressed by the tanking if I'm going back in my brain and I'm legitimately thinking that I want to go back and rewatch the video that I did of him on YouTube and say that maybe, just maybe, like he's good here as a tank. But that's the same as like, I mean, Jon Stewart is the one that comes to mind where like he is a good tank up front. He's doing damage. Jon Stewart is doing damage, but you're not bringing in Jon Stewart to consistently like he's the one who's going to take them out. Like that's not what he's bringing him in there for. You're bringing him in there because he's chipping away at damage. He's staying alive. He's not going to die. Kyle Rayner has a similar, may have a similar role, which is basically, well, for him, like a pseudo tank. Because his stats versus these others is not okay when it's epics. This isn't, I wasn't comparing him to like legendaries. I was comparing him to tanks, and not even just Cheshire, who, you know, there's going to be power creep where the epics are going to, you know, overtake the legendaries. I'm talking about Weasel, who came out in April? Huh. Weasel came out over 6 months ago. Rank 8, 186. And where is Deathstroke? Rank 8, 191 with definitively inferior gear in terms of attack. In fact, I can go here and just go how much is he's getting 78% attack bonus. He's getting 86. Not the craziest difference. Not the craziest difference. Oh my God. 8%, but oh my goodness. Okay. So now what do? I guess I need to play test him some more. And right now the attack on Cheshire is, because I do have her in 2 attack bonus pieces. Where you at? As a rank 8, she's 205. So she's bringing more attack. However, maybe this is it. On the skill, on the basic, it is 150% of the attack, of her attack. How much is it for Kyle? Oh, that says ultimate. What the hell? 85%, then 95%? And then I guess he's supposed to crit? What the hell? And then he gets like an increase of 10% attack bonus when he starts. So yeah, then this 85% goes up to 93.5. Okay. So now what? What now what? Good thing I didn't spend a bunch of money on him. 0 money. But good thing that. Wow. I'm going to have to process this for a minute because it makes me look at how I'm using him differently, because I was thinking I could bring him in as a tank that does damage, like DCU. DCU I can bring in as a tank that does damage because he has that invulnerability, but he also does legit damage. That's the thing. But he only has 168 though, even though he's ranked 9. I have 1 attack bonus, 2 attack bonus pieces on him. His attack bonus right now is at 75%. If I took those 2 pieces off of Kyle and put them on him, what would his attack be boosted up to? Those from Kyle are attack, right? Yeah. So that one, I mean, it's going to be the same. 0.5 difference. Whatever, dog. We're gonna do this, and then, where's Kyle? Kyle. There he is. And then replace this. Yeah, still 172. So, and I do have crit here instead of his attack bonus, which would add another like 6%, but it's not gonna be anything nuts. Okay. Oh, but what is DCU's base stat? Because that was a point of like complaint for people. 82,000. So right there where his is. So then why are we seeing these epics with like drastic differences? Like drastic differences. They have me confused. And DCU is a good damage dealer. I mean, he relies on burns and dampen, which you're gonna have Kyle Rayner rely on dampen at least. So not rely on it, but he can get neither one of them are relying on it, but they can get a lot more damage when they're doing that. I know it's an HP piece. Let's just do that. That one. There you are. Okay. I still do like Kyle, but now I'm confused. And in that confusion, let's see if Zero Dark 30 works. Jeez. What are we doing here? What are we? What are we? What is this? What is this? I gotta know. All right, so let's try some Zero Dark 30. I'm kind of, not even kind of. I'm pretty disappointed. Uh-oh, Zero Dark 30 is not working. Thanks, Blue Stacks. Okay, super creative. Log in. Sign in with the Google. What? Is it gonna let me just do that? I guess the global server confirm. Select voice Japanese always. Shout out to my Korean brothers and sisters, but Japan. Why dude got cat ears? Because Japan. Okay, well, we will go back to DC Worlds Collide while this downloads. And I'm guessing by the time, maybe it won't take that long, but by the time this is finished, I will probably have to get off this stream. So we can go back to DC Worlds Collide for a minute. That's my fault. That's my fault. I will try to stream. If I stream in the morning, if I stream tomorrow morning, I will do Chaos Zero Nightmare. By the way, on their website, you can make a team of 5 that can customize the level and rank, so you will get an idea of how much power of your team, but I don't know, it can't help you. What would really help is if we could save preset teams. That would really help if I could save like 10 to 20 of those. Anyway, that's regardless. But thank you. Thank you for that. I haven't checked their website in a while since the whole Rubies thing. All right. God, that throws me off. What's Wonder Woman's base stats? Maybe I should have done this before. Base attack is 99,000. Okay. And her badge is up there, but those are all the defense and attack boosts. That's not the actual. Okay. This is okay. Good. I'm so confused right now. Is website not updated? It's not surprising. I'm very much not surprised by that. All right, so I may need to figure out a way to replace this with a different kind of crit piece. Like, well, nope, there's no crit there. Like this one. This just gives an HP bonus. It does give an attack bonus, but then I would get an HP bonus off this instead of block. But it's still, so this will replace that piece as soon as I can get this piece leveled up. All right, so there's a deal there. That is the deal there. They have not added a tune to the site after DCU team. Shocking. You don't say. See my shocked face? Anyway. All right, so. Buddy. All right, man. Have fun at work. Have a good one. Okay. God, I cannot. That's still bugging me about Kyle. Here we go. We're gonna go into main story and try to get past 53:15, and work our way up. Farm some of these diamonds so we can still pull. Because I still want to pull for him. I still think he's good. I still think he's good. I still think he's good. However, and I shouldn't rely too much on the base stats if I'm stacking them up. I think he's good, but that was jarring and kind of disappointing. Seeing that there's that much of a difference between him and Cheshire. But now that I've looked at the other ones, Cheshire's just out there on her base stats. She is just, maybe she's the outlier as opposed to what Kyle is. Because she is like, okay, so what we have now, can use Wonder Woman to cause damage to those other agiles around them. Aquaman is there for support. Pandora has become one of my favorite healers. Am I saying she's better than Kid Flash? No, because Kid Flash I love. But is she basically on the same level of him? 100%. Judo Master, we can remove you right now, buddy. And maybe put in a Cheshire, since Cheshire is apparently a god. Where is she? But all right, so we have Cheshire going. These two are just to keep us alive, or just to, well, alive isn't the real thing, but we'll leave you here and then run that route. Okay, here we go. I need like a mint or something because I'm getting tired. All right, so did we, wow, that was virtually nothing. And then Superman comes along and one-shots whoever the highest attack is. Which maybe I should try to build this around to where DCU has the highest attack and he attacks him, leaving everybody else alive, and then DCU can recover. Doesn't look like we're doing that much damage. Gotta be real. Gotta be real. Oh, also I need to work on Sinestro's gear. Truth be told, if Kyle's that not that great, maybe Sinestro should have his attack bonus gear. But I think I'm going to keep it on Kyle for now. Okay. The Aquaman. So we're done here. And I'm wondering if it would be better for me to take a full defensive posture and then let everything fall down based on damage over time. So we would take like a DCU and a Mr. Terrific and then put poison in the background, but with the idea that we can heal as much as possible. So, and I think I've tried this before already, but let's see if this goes. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where's DCU? He's definitely not ranked 5. Isn't he up here? Oh, maybe he's with the rest of the legendaries. Or maybe did I leave him in one of these slots? All right, let's remove you. Hey, come here, bruh. And then we will put. Why are you in there right now? Oh, that's right. I did. I was. DCU goes in. Okay, so then we have that. We remove you guys and try to go at it with poison. You. And then. Not Mira. Where are you at? Dr. Poison. You're rank 10. You should be there. You should. There she is. Be there. Okay. You showing up? Okay, cool. Now, ultimate order. We can start with Cheshire and then Poison Ivy. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Wait. And Poison Ivy immediately dies. Thank you, Superman. Oh, itchy, itchy. So how do we neutral? The only other way I can think of to neutralize Superman is using Star Sapphire to run out and stun him as fast as possible. And that's the only way I can think of, like, keeping him out of the paint, as the kids call it. Boy. Oh, but thanks for the heals, Poison Ivy. Just more poison, Dr. Poison. Just wish there were more of them. We. Yep, there goes Dr. Poison. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. And Superman here is the problem. Ocean Master could come out and put like a turn 1, 0 turn weaken on him and keep that beam from knocking us out. Okay. How do I take out Superman? Or at least redirect him? We could do this. But he will never be the one with highest attack. He always will be. So he's going to take out Poison Ivy first and then Cheshire. So how do we reconcile that? There's no death proof I could put on both of them before he goes. Or even after the fact. I don't think there's one out there anyway. We could put Raven in to revive us when he takes us out, but he did like 2 back to back. Oof. Okay, here we go. Maybe we take out Cheshire and put in Raven. Okay, there we go. And then that way, when one of the characters falls, she will revive them. Oh, what's going on here? So yeah, when one of the characters falls, she'll revive them. Let's put you guys all in the back. We'll keep Mr. Terrific there to try to strip us and give us some damage recovery and hurt them as well. Okay. Fight. And she's dead immediately. Let's go ahead and revive her. Albeit it might have been, and I was experimenting with this, and I think I need to do this with Swamp Thing. I'm not 100%. Oh, and there goes Raven. She's dead. There goes my idea. Oh, no, I thought she was dead. Okay, she wasn't. Okay, she returned. Poison Ivy to battle. We have another one. Now Poison Ivy gets to go. This could be fun. Hurt them. Not as much as I wanted you to. And then everybody else did. Oh. Okay. All right, so guys, I'm going to end the stream here. I need to go, but I'm going to come back later this afternoon. If you guys are around, this sucked. And hopefully, I'm going to leave BlueStacks open, and hopefully Chaos Zero Nightmare will be ready for us. Oh, it's been down. It's 88%. So hopefully that'll be ready for us. So I will be back later, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. See you soon.